stores, collectors, and welcome to another Bosk's Bounty video. And in this video, we're going to be taking an overview look at the latest wave of vintage collection figures that you can see in front of you here. Now, Star Action Figures in the UK has this wave listed as Wave 62. Now, of course, that goes all the way back to the very beginning of the Vintage Collection 1.0 back in, 2010. Most of you will know that this is going to be the first wave of 2026, and it seems to be arriving early. I managed to import this, but of course that means in a few weeks' time, it will more than likely be available in both the US and the UK. As I mentioned, we are going to be taking an overview look at all of the figures. I will be reviewing them in separate videos, so please let me know in the comment section below which one you would like me to review first. If you happen to enjoy the video, hit the like button down below. As always, subscribe if you're new, and let's take a look at the figures. Alright then, so we're going to be taking a look at all of the figures in number order, starting off with VC 201, and the reason that's such a low number is because it's a repacked figure. This is repacked from the Clone Wars Darth Maul, except for the fact now that they've put him on a new card back, and this is the first time that we have seen the new Maul Shadow Lord series logo, if you like, on that card back. And you'll notice in the name pill as well, it just says Maul, because at this point he is no longer a Darth. And there he is. It is exactly the same figure as we got before. Really good figure though, this one. And I think in the UK at least, it was one of the sort of tougher figures to find, the Darth Maul on the Clone Wars card. But obviously now they're reissuing it. You can have no problem at all. But I do like the look of the card back. Really, really good image of Maul there with his lightsaber, looking pretty menacing. And I am really looking forward to the new animated show that will be arriving on Disney Plus, I believe in 2026. So, you know, this is the first figure that we've got from that series, and I'm sure we will be getting some more. Cool logo there of the Maul Shadow Lord show. Back of the card just shows you the figure and the card back, Vintage Collection logo, VC 201. This is probably the only figure from the whole wave that I won't be individually reviewing, so we're going to take a little bit more time taking a look at this card back, because this is the only time that I'm really going to be showing it off. Essentially, the figure is exactly the same as the previous version. I don't really see there's any need to do a comparison or anything like that. I don't really want to be opening it, to be honest, so it's just going to remain carded for me. And you may say, what about the Darth Vader? That Darth Vader, you know, with the lightning effects around him is from the 3-pack, and that is absolutely right, but my version of that Darth Vader has a slight crease on the card, so I don't mind opening it, and I actually moved on all of those figures anyway from that 3-pack, so I wouldn't mind the Vader loose. So VC 201, that's Maul. Next up, we have the Stranger or Khmer from the Acolyte, and I say both names because one, it's in the name pill, and also the figure allows you to do both looks. You've got that swappable head helmet combo there, and he is looking pretty cool in the bubble. Awesome looking card back, this one. I mean, the Acolyte for me isn't one of my favourite shows from Disney Plus, far from it, but I think he was probably the best thing about it, and that card back does look pretty decent indeed. He is VC 382 in the line, and I'm definitely going to be reviewing this figure. I want to see what it's all about. I did manage to get my hands on it at MCM Comic Con, but now I've got it in hand, I'm going to be able to review it properly and take a much closer look. So that's the Stranger from the Acolyte, also known as Khmer. I believe it is pronounced Khmer. I looked it up. Alright, so next up we've got Padme Amidala from Attack of the Clones, and for me this is probably the one that I want to review first, but as I said, let me know in the comments section down below which one you would like to see reviewed first. This one looks a really, really good figure, it does, and the card back's pretty decent as well. She is VC 383 in the line. Once again, same style of back to these cards. We've got the figure with the backing card and the big Vintage Collection logo there, and half the card filled with warnings and translations and all that kind of stuff. But this one is a really good one for the Attack of the Clones cards and fans of that film. And also, of course, we do have the Battle of Geonosis next year, and although this figure isn't directly involved in the scenes with the gunship and things like that, because we're going to need her in her sort of like ripped and damaged outfit, which I'm sure, you know, will be on the cards at some point, because they could just retool this figure. But, you know, this one still looks decent to me, and of course she was wearing this outfit in that droid factory scene as well, so hopefully we'll be getting some more characters that we can put with this one, but she's looking pretty good. And yeah, as I mentioned, I'm really looking forward to reviewing this one so I can check out the head sculpt and see how accurate it is to the actress. There she is in the bubble, looking pretty cool. I believe that's a hard goods cape there, so that's why it's, you know, really sort of flowing quite nicely on the figure. I do prefer soft goods, but I think they've nailed that one. But as I said, we'll see more of that in the actual review. There's the back of the card once more, VC383. Yeah, so first one for the Battle of Geonosis. And next up we have another figure from the Battle of Geonosis. We have Shaak T. Awesome looking figure, this one. I know this one was very high on people's wanted lists, and I don't think they've really disappointed with this one. This one looks awesome. Cannot wait to review this one as well. Pretty cool card back there, although I would say that the image is ever so slightly blurry, or at least it looks like it is a little bit to me, but sometimes that is the case with these vintage collection figures. Sometimes I feel that they do that on purpose to give it that sort of vintage look. VC384 in the line is Shaak T, vintage collection logo. As I mentioned, they've gone for the blue name pill and panel behind the figure with this one. So yeah, 2 figures in one for the Battle of Geonosis, and I believe that Khmer and Padme are 100% all newly tooled figures, whereas Shaak T is mostly new. I think she reuses somebody's legs, so we'll get to see that in the review when I get around to that one. I would imagine this is probably going to be the second one that I review from the wave after Padme, but of course, let me know in the comments which one you want first. And finally, we have Darth Vader, Emperor's Wrath. Now, this is the repacked figure from the 3-pack, the Anakin 3-pack, but I think they've done it justice with this awesome looking card back from Return of the Jedi. Really, really nice card back, that one. And he is VC385 in the line. They have actually called him Darth Vader's Emperor's Wrath on the name pill. The previous figure that we got in the line, I think it's VC115, the final figure of TVC 1.0, which was another Darth Vader with the sort of electric effects, you know, where he's being attacked by the Emperor. That was a different card back. That was the classic Kenner card back. It didn't really match the scene. This one matches the scene completely, and I think they've chosen a really, really good image there. Love the blues coming through on that one, and yeah, just all in all, a good release. I know a lot of people were thinking, oh god, not another repack, but let's face it, those 3-packs, that always happens. We always get those figures from the 3-packs into the line on their single cards at some point, and Darth Vader Emperor's Wrath is no different. So there he is, looking pretty awesome. And as I said, this one just has a little tiny bit of damage there on the crease. You probably can't see it. There's a crease on there. That is the only real damage on any of these cards. We don't seem to have any of the ghosting of the bubble on the card there, which is good to see, because I know the Han Solo and Ben Kenobi wave, some people were seeing that return, which is not good at all. So the only tiny bit of damage here is a very, very slight crease up there, and for that reason, I'm going to be opening this one. And as I mentioned, I do need the figure loose once again, because I moved on my figures from the 3-pack in one of my Whatnot streams. Just to let you know, when I imported these, I did get an extra Shaak T and Padme, which will be available for sale on my Whatnot stream on the 28th of November this year, which is Black Friday. And we are going to be doing a huge stream on Black Friday on my Whatnot channel. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be so many cool things for sale. So be sure, if you haven't already, sign up to Whatnot using the links in the description below and bookmark the stream so you do not miss out, because it's going to be awesome. But that is Darth Vader's Emperor's Wrath, who makes up the final figure of the wave. Alright then, so here they all are once again lined up, just so you can see them all again together. This is Wave 1 of 2026. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to my Patreon supporters and channel members. As always, your support means a great deal to me and is greatly appreciated, so thank you so much. Thank you for watching, everybody, and we shall see you on the next one.